Today's story is called Who to Invite to the Party, and this was a story that Jesus told to help us to think about God's kingdom. Now, God's kingdom is where God is, and it's where Jesus is now. Now that Jesus has died on the cross, that's where Jesus is too. And God's kingdom is somewhere where, if you're friends with Jesus and God, you can go as well when you're not alive on this earth anymore. And this story helps us to think about going to God's kingdom and whether people are ready to go to God's kingdom or not. And so Jesus said it's a bit like a man who decides to have a party, and he prepares lots of food for everybody for the party, and he spends a long time getting the food ready for the party. This is a bit like God preparing his kingdom for the people to come. Then the man sends out one of his servants to go and invite all of the people to the party. So off he goes and he invites these people and these people and these people. And they all say, yes, we're going to come. So then off goes the servant back to his master's house, and they continue to get ready. This is a bit like Jesus coming to speak to all of the people and say, do you want to come and share in God's kingdom? Do you want to come to the party? Because being in God's kingdom will be like one big party. And then it's time for people to come to the party. And so the servant goes out and he says, would you like to come to the party? Are you ready? And then this man that was invited said, no, sorry, I'm too busy. And he decides not to come. And then he goes to the next house. And this man also says, no, sorry, I'm too busy. And he decides not to come to the party. And then he goes to the next house. And this person says, no, I'm too busy too. And so none of these people come to the party that the man is having at his home. And so the servant goes home to the master and says, everybody says they're too busy to come to the party. And so the master says, well, you go and find all of the people that are not too busy to come to my party. And so off goes the servant, and he gathered so many people that were ready. All of these people were ready to come to the party. And they came in and they had a feast. They enjoyed all of the food that had been prepared. And they had a wonderful time because they weren't too busy. They knew that the party was important. So I wonder if Jesus comes to you and says, would you like to come to my party? Would you like to come and spend time with me? And one day, would you like to come and live in God's kingdom? I wonder if you're going to be ready, or I wonder if you're going to be too busy too.